Round 1. DJ Dance versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Time right. It's almost time, baby. You ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Now, make sure y'all hitting the thumbs up. Make sure y'all comment and let us know where y'all tuning in from. The show Get 'Em to the Metaverse is about to start. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Come on, make some noise. Put some fire emojis in the comment section. It's about to be insane. It's about to be insane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Yeah, it's called Get 'Em to the Metaverse.
We gotta get 'em to the Metaverse.
That's joy.
Hey, y'all.
It's me.
Jay Dunn.
It's me right here. It's called Get 'Em to the Metaverse.
We gotta get 'em
to
the
the Metaverse. Let's go.
Woo!
Hold up. Hey, hold up. Hey, first of all, how you feeling, Joy Rain?
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Get 'Em to the Metaverse. I mean, can you believe this is the last show of 2024? But before we get into all of that, Jathan, how are you feeling tonight?
Listen, I'm feeling like I'm cool at night, though, because you know I got to go with a Game Boy, a Game Boy,
Hey.
Because for Christmas I got a mod retro, but we talking about VR, so let's go. Oh yeah, listen, welcome to Get 'Em to the Metaverse. It is the most littiest Metaverse podcast that you have ever tuned in. You know what the mission is: to help to make the extraordinary Metaverse an ordinary part of life with the lovely, gorgeous, amazing Joy Rain.
Aww.
And your boy,
The handsome Jay Dunn.
your boy Jay Dunn. That's right, man. And listen, we have missed you guys so much. And yes, like Joy said earlier, this is the last show of 2024. Like, what is going on? We feel like we just got into this year, and it's been one heck of a year, Joy. But listen, Joy, what was your Christmas break like? Just real quick, what was your Christmas break like?
Oh, the Christmas break was so relaxing. It was so good. We had a fantastic Christmas. But we hope that everyone had an amazing Christmas holiday. Jayden, how did you enjoy yours?
Well, you saw me excited. I literally am showing you guys I got all kind of cool stuff. I'm not gonna be showing y'all my cool stuff, because Joy put it down for Christmas, man. Then it was a great Christmas. But you know what else is putting down a lot of great stuff? You know what is happening pretty heavy right now in the season? That is some breaking news. So you want to go ahead and get into this week's breaking news?
Yes, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Look, my computer wants to act up a little bit, but we gonna get to it in just a second. Why is my mouse? There we go. All right. Everything wants to act up today. Here we go. We're gonna get into our breaking news segment right here. Let's get into it.
All right.
All right. So, all right. Joy, there's a lot going on in our space. Like, it's a lot.
It sure is.
Our topic tonight is going to be about that. But let's first get into some meta news. So you see this picture, Joy. Weren't we there for this particular picture when these headsets were announced? Can you tell me real quick, what's your thoughts? We are now 3 months into the Quest 3S being out into the market, a lower cost mixed reality headset. Please tell me, what's your thoughts before we get into this topic? What are your thoughts on it?
Yes, my thoughts are I'm so excited and so glad that Meta brought in a new updated version of the Quest 3, but it's the Quest 3S, and it's the affordable price where people can get in and experience mixed reality. And
Yes.
I don't want to jump the gun of how we know it was a great Christmas, but we'll get into that later.
That's right. Listen, I personally want to talk about it a little bit too. That Quest 3S has been one heck of a device that has sold game bangers. In fact, we're going to talk about that right now. Let's go ahead and get into it. So the holiday season, if you did not know, if you went on your App Store or the Google Play Store, there was something that you would have saw. Meta Horizon, that's right, the renamed Meta Quest app that everybody want to hate on, but we happy because it's Horizon, was the #1 app. Okay, that gets the good claps. Number one.
That's what I was gonna get into. I thought we were going to get to that later. Yes, number one
app. So talk about it, Joy. What is it like? This is the third year in a row, I would say, that we have seen the MetaQuest app or mobile app being at the top of the charts. Like, what does that actually mean?
So most people, in case you don't know, is that when you have a Quest device, you download the Meta Horizon app that correlates with it in order to get stuff rolling, right? So we gauge it upon how this app works and where it's placed to see if it's good or not. And guess what? The app was #1.
Come on.
So we are saying it's an incredible Meta Christmas because they were #1, and we know that a lot of people got this Meta Quest 3S device, and they're going to be experiencing the awesome mixed reality experience. So it's going to be incredible.
Absolutely. Now, with I believe Amazon, if you saw Kalia, she had put out a tweet saying, it was sold out on Amazon and showing like 100K devices, over 100K sold, which is great.
Wow.
But then we got some sad news. When kids should be playing with their new Quest 3s and Quest 3Ss and even some Quest 2s and some Quest Pros out there, unfortunately, they had a pretty significant bug that was causing updates to the system to brick headsets, which is all I can say to that is because that's not what we needed, Meta. We did not need that to happen in our space. Now, luckily, from what we can tell, that issue has been resolved from Meta's end, but you got to imagine, Joy, you remember when you first got your Quest 2. I remember it quite well. What if when we got that thing, it wouldn't update and then it's bricked? It's not just that you can't use it or update it, it's bricked to where you can't use it at all.
Well, from what I was reading, it was saying that people who had the device but hadn't updated in a long time, when they tried to update it to the newest version, it caused it to brick. So hopefully it wasn't the people that actually just got their device, but the people that have had it for a while and just decided, you know what, I'm just going to pick it up over this holiday and wanted to update it to the latest version, and they found out that it took a while and they bricked it. So, sorry.
So I did see a few comments from people buying new devices and it was bricked. It could have also been in that particular stock of the device could have been a little
That
bit
part.
outdated, or they could have bought it a few months ago and unwrapped it, at the Christmas season, and that could have been the thing there. Whatever the case may be, it was a code red at Meta, it seems,
Yeah.
and they were able to get it up and going, because the number one thing that we find all the time, Joy, is that user experience, that first impressions with VR is everything.
It's
And
everything.
if we miss that, if you miss that magical first moment, we gave kudos to the Quest 3S, the way their intro was to VR and mixed reality, showing different elements in their tutorial. But that's one of the things where once you lose a person in that first 5 to 10 minutes, they're not going to pick that headset up again, unless it's something that's going to be magical that's going to happen. So hoping that.
So we hope that people just fought through it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So as we begin to continue to talk about what some people are fighting through, so Meta, of course, is going after the low end, Joy. They are definitely going after the mass adoption market. Well, we know with Apple, they kind of do things a little bit differently. Seeing that we are 2 people buying the Vision Pro day one, we don't regret it. We don't regret it. Apple holler at us, but we don't regret it. However, they really are taking things up to another notch, because we've been hearing a lot more about immersive video content for the Apple Vision Pro platform. And for a long time, we've been hearing that they were trying to work with a camera company to release a special camera to shoot really amazing, incredible spatial videos. And well, I'm going to put this picture up, Joy. I want you to tell me, how much do you think a camera like this costs? Now I know you have access to the notes, but just offhand, just if you was just to guess, what would you, when you look at this camera, what would you say that it costs?
Thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Okay, so my question to you back would be, and to the audience, do you think this camera costs $10,000? Do you think it's $20,000? What about $30,000? Okay. Well, if you vouch for $30,000, then you'll be happy to know you can pick one of these up very soon. This is the Black Magic dual lens camera that can handle almost 118 million pixels.
Wow.
Now, that is pretty outrageous. We've seen some incredible immersive content on the Vision Pro platform, but Joy, my question is, we know Hughes out there who does a lot of immersive content and 3D content. Shout out to him and Keely and all the work they do for the Quest platform and other platforms. But come on, $30K is way out of the range of let's just say most consumer, even some pro consumer buyers. So who is this really for?
Well, I think it's the people that has skin in the game with Apple and who want to really invest in their movie production and really want to go into getting stuff done for Apple and having their movies on the Apple Vision Pro, because the movies that we have seen on it is incredible.
Absolutely.
No lie. Incredible. So if you're going into this business and whatnot, I mean, you got to have some skin in the game. $30,000 upwards of $30,000 for a camera, but I mean, if you're gonna do it, do it.
I mean, if you're gonna do it. I mean, it does look like this thing is bad to the bone. It's gonna be able to capture the very essence of the atoms inside of the cells, because that is. I mean, it's an expensive device. I mean, just look at this thing. Like, the breakdown, it scares me how much money someone would probably spend on this, just trying to get it repaired. So the thing I will say is, if more and more people are able to get these types of camera systems as the technology gets stacked down, just like the first VR headsets were expensive and had PCVR. Sooner or later, we'll get down to a camera that's $2 or $3 grand that most people can go out and buy, that's already buying a Vision Pro, let's say. And then be able to have more content. Now, we know that you can shoot spatial content with your camera. We've done it a few times with our iPhones, and it comes out great. But this is on a level that's those immersive content videos that we've seen shot on professional levels. So I don't, once again, don't think this is going to be something that's going to be everyone goes out and buy. And if you do, you should be investing and getting things done. Coin coming real soon in the Bitcoin marketplace.
Oh my God!
Look,
but it's really great to know that this technology is being made to further push along the Apple Vision Pro. So there we go.
Absolutely. We got an Alex VR sighting. What's up, man? Good to see
Hey,
you in
hey,
the building.
Alex.
Hair Force One, we appreciate you tuning in live
Hey
with us,
there.
man. We love to see it. All right, so let's continue down the pipeline here. Now, there's a vision that, and the reason why we named our show The XR War Starts Now is we finally have another player in the marketplace. We finally have the Joy. How long have we talked about this supposed Samsung, Google, Qualcomm, our
Yeah.
friends at Snapdragon, this collaboration together to make some type of XR device to happen, and we finally got the unveiling. Now, I will say this, Joy, if you let me get on my soapbox for just
Go
a
ahead
quick
on.
moment. In fact, I'm going to take Joy off because she's innocent in this. She's innocent in this when I say this. I'm on my soapbox right now. My soapbox is this. Samsung, Android, I'm so glad you guys have entered the marketplace, but why didn't you live stream this to the general public? I, once again, don't understand the comprehension there of why you would hide what you were showing off only to a small select people to then maybe release a few videos a week or two later. I feel like you would want to come out with a bang. Apple came out with a bang, even though it was a year before the Vision Pro even came out. We got to see it publicly. So Project Muhan, we're excited to hear about it. But next time, first of all, invite Jay Dunn and Joy Rain. What are you doing? And then second of all, let's not hide the live stream. Let's make it public, because the XR community, Joy, and I'm getting off a soapbox, have been waiting for this player to enter the ring.
Yeah, so in case you don't know what J Dunn was talking about, he's talking about Samsung, Google, all of them entering into the XR space with a device, people. Like J Dunn.
Look, I had to give you the good clap.
Device.
Another device.
Another device, a Samsung device. Android XR is coming, and it is going to be incredible.
So, all right, let's level the playing field here.
Yes.
We don't need another VR headset, Joy. However, the market, our community, the actual station and change of the sea change that we need to happen in the XR space. We need as many XR headsets as possible. We need the competition to happen. Now, Joy, we've seen some clips. We've heard some blips. We've seen a lot. My thoughts is, just from what you've seen, are you excited about Android XR?
Yes, the reason being is because they showed it with their Gemini AI. I'm integrated
Talk
into
about it.
and I am like how seamless it was to where it would transition and how it is implemented into it. I'm like, oh yes, oh my gosh. Now we love Meta, we love Llama and all that, but I mean, this Gemini, it seemed like it was taking it to a whole nother level.
Well, let's first of all, I love the name drops by Joy, basically saying in so many words. Let's talk about a little bit of that Llama, that Meta AI, talking about Gemini. Here's the thing. That was the thing that wowed me as well. Just them, They were going through different elements. They was watching a YouTube video about a particular location. And then they say, oh, I want to learn more about this place. Then Gemini took them into Google Maps, into a 3D environment of it. They were able to see that. Then they said, oh, what are some local places we can eat there? And it took them straight into that. And it's like, okay, we don't have that currently. Even with Vision Pro, we could talk to Siri, but there's no integration deep into the apps and things like that. That's something that Apple is working on the phone side. It's something they're working on the Mac side, but it's not. We don't even have Apple Intelligence yet on the Vision Pro, so we're still lacking those things. And with Meta AI, even on the Quest, it could do some cool things like see your surroundings, see what you're looking at. But we're not quite at the place yet. And we're going to talk about another Meta device that can do some incredible things later in the breaking news segment. But just summing this up, Samsung, Google, Android, we are excited. We want to see more. We want to see those avatars. we want to see what you guys are doing with that's different from Apple or Meta. We want to see how you're going to work with developers to enhance it. That's one thing we keep asking Apple and keep screaming to the top of our lungs. We need more funding for Apple developers. Shout out to just real quick, Javier dropped Figment XR onto the Vision Pro, but it was an undertaking, and he had to kind of do that on his own. There was no real benefit or funding there, so he's had a great launch. But the thing is, we need money there, so I'm hoping Google with the money bags, you'll be able to fund some incredible stuff. We know Resolution Games is going to be dropping, I believe, Demio on the platform on, I don't know if it's going to be day one, but it's going to be soon when it launches. So really
And
excited
also,
to see.
too, another thing that we can be excited about is that the possibility of them having another device that can rival the MetaQuest 3S at price point.
Yeah.
So you're not stuck into the Meta ecosystem, and so they can have that war. And whenever they have that, it only produces better things. So that's why we're excited.
Yeah, and shout out to
It's
Xreal as well. We're about to get into that in just a second. In fact, we can get into that now because Xreal is a partner with Android XR as well. But a week before or 2 weeks before the Android XR news broke with their partnership, they released some new AR glasses. Now, Joy, we love Xreal over here. We got to meet some of their team at AWE this past year and just fell deeply in love with the ethos that they believe in to try to make spatial computing more for the masses. We interviewed Ralph Jodice, and it was a great time. So, want to talk about the Xreal ones? Like they're coming out bold. Okay, now Ralph did work for Xbox, and so Xbox One, was something that was a branding right around the time he probably was working there. But the Xreal ones take what we want for augmented reality glasses and now put it into a price point that we can have. Now, these don't have apps just yet, but plug them into another device with tracking, 3DoF tracking built in. Joy, this is a game changer.
It is a game changer, and especially if you're on the go and traveling, it's a great thing to pull out your Xreal glasses, plug it in, and be able to see a full screen without pulling out your Quest or any other
Come
VR
on,
device and
Joy.
people looking at you crazy. They
Come
just
on.
think that you have some glasses on, and it's really cool. So shout out to Xreal.
Listen, so Joy, let's just get some good claps real quick to Joy because Joy has had to see me do some wild things on planes because we want to test these things. So right when Quest got travel mode, we just so happened to have a flight, and she was like, "Are you going to test it?" I said, "You bet darn tootin' I'm going to test it." And she was like, "Well, can you at least wait until we get off the ground?" And I was like, "No, I gotta get it set up right now." And I said, "Now I need you to record me too, so we can do some content with this." And so we know what it looks like to put a Vision Pro on a plane and someone staring at you like this. We know
Or a Quest.
And people looking at you like, but watch this. We put our Xreals on, we get
Nobody
no
thinks
looks.
twice.
No one thinks twice. They don't even realize. They just think we're wearing sunglasses on a plane, and they're just like, oh, they're cool cats. They don't want to be seen, or they might be celebrities, and I need to get their autograph. And no, you can't have it because no. But the point I'm trying to make here is that Xreal has the right formula, and that's what excites me about this more wearable. That we're going to this wearable future where what we're trying to get down to is something that looks like this instead of something that's huge and clunky. And unfortunately, that's the name. Huge and clunky is literally for any headset currently. There's no sleek headset. Now, I've been hearing rumors about Google and the Project Muhan Samsung device that it might be lighter than the Quest and lighter than the Vision Pro. We'll see when it actually forms in our hands. So remember, Google
because all the rumored pictures is like a mix between the MetaQuest Pro and an Apple Vision Pro.
I mean,
so it's like
exactly. And I'm like, can y'all I want something wild. I want something crazy, man. And I'm just gonna say this. breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. This is huge. We did get sent. In fact, I gotta even play the breaking news sound because we did get sent something, and I'm about to show you guys something that's really incredible.
Oh my.
Joy, I don't even know if we can show this, but we're going to show this. I'm gonna go to this scene first. We're going to show this, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Google. Stop laughing, Joy. We have in our grasp, in our hands, right here.
Oh
we have
my.
2 of them. All right, we were sent 2 of them. This is a Google VR headset, y'all. Okay, we need some help setting these up. It is, if you guys can see, look, it's the Daydream View. Brand spanking new. Yeah, it's really cool.
My God.
It's not quite the Android XR device I thought I was going to be receiving, but we do have 2 of these. So shout out to the person that sent us these. Brand spanking new too. Like they're a limited edition because they don't even make these anymore. So no, you can't.
No.
We're not going to even unbox these. They're going to stay boxed up. It's a joke, ladies and gentlemen. It's a joke. We ordered these ourselves. Okay. The point I'm making is this is how excited we are, Android XR, about what you guys are doing. So we would like to replace this box with the Project Muhan when it comes out. Joy knew what was coming and she just could not contain herself. So speaking of wearables, as we close out this segment, we're gonna talk a little bit about another wearable that we're madly in love with, and that is the Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Joy, the amount of updates that the Ray-Ban Meta glasses have gotten, similar to the Quest, has been outstanding. And can I say this, Joy, and you not be mad at me? Joy is addicted to Ray-Ban Meta glasses now. Let's talk about it, Joy. Let's talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he wants me to tell my story that when I went out to California, I had to shoot some stuff, and I went to
hold on. Let's get some good claps real quick. Just hold on. Did y'all hear that little slide? I had to go shoot some stuff. You do your thing, girl. Now go ahead.
And then I just went out to the Meta store and I went and picked me up some glasses. Some
now
new
you
Ray-Ban
can't.
glasses.
You can't. Do you have those glasses near you? Is it possible? Do you have them? If I take it off the screen for a second, can
Let
you?
me see. Yeah, I go.
Yeah.
Get
All right. So I'm gonna put it on me. Anyway, so the reason why I'm saying this because Joy actually went to the special edition Meta Ray-Ban store that's in LA, the fancy one. It was a replica from a little bit more of a replica from Connect, and so I think she's back and she has them near. So go ahead, Joy. Let's show them the pair you got.
So I went and got my you can go in and get your case all tatted up. So I went and got that, and then I didn't even take the things off. These are my new Ray-Ban glasses.
Come on, them things look pretty.
Thank you.
And they're transition, correct?
These aren't the transitions.
Okay.
The transitions for these. No, my other ones are.
Oh, you heard the sly remark. Oh, well, my other Ray-Ban Meta glasses are, but not these. Yeah, and I can't talk much. I do have 2 pair over here. I can't. We gotta be able to swap them out. But let's go back to the updates and talk about some of the crazy things that Ray-Ban Meta glasses can do. Right now, there's more Meta AI voices included with celebrities like John Cena, Aquafina. I didn't know that was gonna rhyme when I said it. Christian Bale, Michael Key. There's even more ways that you can use Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Music now. You can Shazam a song, so you can say, "Hey, what is this song? Hey, Meta, what is this song I'm listening to, or this song that I'm hearing out in public?" We already know it's something I use every single time I wear these glasses. Is I scan QR codes. I do not use a phone anymore. I'm sorry, I'm that guy. Hey Meta, scan that QR code and it sends it to your device and it's crazy cool and I live in the future. Don't talk to me. Now, I've been seeing some crazy noise, Joy, around the accessibility options that is allowed with Ray-Ban Meta glasses because people who cannot even physically see or have problems with seeing, there's a new service. A service has been out for a while, but now a service on the Ray-Ban Meta glasses that other people can help you see through their eyes. Be my eyes. It's live. Mark talked about this on stage at Connect a few months ago. It's now rolled out into not the Vision Pro, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and you're now able to be someone else's eyes as they're doing things. Maybe they're in the airport, they need to find a different thing, or they're in the grocery store, they need to pick up some items. Hopefully they're not driving with these and saying, "Hey, be my eyes." But the idea of having something that gives you superpowers, give
Yeah.
a blind person the ability to see through someone else seeing through their glasses, like their live feed through their glasses remotely, is just crazy.
Yeah, and be able to give directions
Yeah.
and it's just incredible. And so shout out to Ray-Ban Meta for all these updates and all of these incredible things that's coming to it. I'm super excited to see what's next. I mean, is it going to be a smaller form faction of Orion? Maybe one
I
day.
mean,
Maybe, I don't know.
Meta, if you're listening, send us the Orion glasses and also send us a demo of whatever you got coming next. But anyway, there is two other features if you're part of the early access program, and that's live AI, where it begins a live AI session, I think for like 30 minutes or up to an hour maybe, where you can literally just have it listening and watching whatever you're doing at the time. You're giving it permission to do that, and you can just talk to it like you would talk to a person and just have conversations like, what do you think about this outfit I'm looking at currently based off the one you saw 5 minutes ago, and it can remember it, has memory. It's kind of crazy to see. And then we also have that crazy feature that Mark showed off, live translation, where as you're talking in English, it can then translate to other languages for the person who's on the other side, as vice versa if someone's speaking in a different language. Joy, we are living in the
Yes.
future. We are living in the future. Absolutely. So
Yes.
that is our breaking news segment, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all sticking through that. Now we're going to get into the apps of the week. Enjoy. I'm very interested in your app of the week. So let's talk
Yes.
about it.
So my app of the week is Pets and Stuff. It is the cutest little game where you have to basically you're the vet and you have to clean up this pet and everything, but sometimes they're a little feisty and you have to get them in check and you have to clean them up, but they're super cute. It's a really cute game. Get into this, y'all. It's called Pets and Stuff. And then after all the while you're cleaning up these different pets, you're fixing up your veterinarian little station and stuff like that, your office. So every time you clean a pet, you get points to upgrade your office. So it's really cute. It's really cool. So try it out. Pets and
Joy,
Stuff.
I can see you playing this thing. Is that the thing? That's the game she was playing the other night. She's like, I'm just gonna love on you. I'm just gonna love you through it. And I'm like, who is she talking to? I almost busted the. Who are you talking about? You about to love through it? And it was Pets and Stuff. I feel dumb now. All right, so that is Joy's game. Now mine is a little. It may be related to pet stuff because when Joy played it, she thought it was something going through the intestines of a human. But
Oh
we're not
my
going to talk about
gosh.
it. The game is called Squingle, and I'm gonna be very honest here. I was not expecting to love and fall deeply. When I talk about deeply in love, to the point where I'm playing this every single day in love with this game. I love Squingle. Okay, the heart is what Joy said is right. You see the footage right now. It's like you're pulling something through some intestines, and you got to get to the other side. And the thing that I fell in love with, first of all, is in mixed reality. It's absolutely stunning and gorgeous. The
Yeah, it's really pretty.
transparency and the translucency and the colors and the zenness of the music, it just takes you there, and it's just
It's
something.
trippy.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, look, if Alex VR, you listening? This is your trip. This is your trip game. All right, this is the game you play while you trip. All right, like it's like it's like you're on a mushroom trip. I haven't been on one, but that's what it
Oh
would
my
be like.
God.
It's kind of like it's just a zen feel and vibe to it, and I've just gotten so much enjoyment out of playing it, and it gets harder the more you go. The levels get crazier. It gets just a lot more going on, and you have to really take your time to get through it. And there's of course leaderboards, there's of course ways that people can see how fast you got to the time. So really, really love this game. Shout out to the developers. I think incredible work there as well.
Yep.
Final app to talk about. Joy saw this as I was dropping some awesome Horizon feed. And if you're not following us on Horizon, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go follow J Dunn, RRP, and Joy Rain on the Meta Horizon app so that you can see some exclusive clips that you will not see on any one of our social media else.
Yeah.
And she was watching me play this game. It's called Action Hero. She's like, why are you moving so slow? This is our new app of the week. And I have, once again, fallen deeply in love with this game. I loved Super Hot when it came out a long time ago for Quest. And this game is a little bit like Super Hot, where your movements are mimicked depending on how fast you move, how slow you move. The other enemies' reaction goes with you. So if I move fast, they're going to come in faster. If I move slow, they're going to come in slow. So you want to dodge the bullet slow, but then punch them fast. And if you can see the footage here, Joy was thinking I was like James Bond, John Wick watching me. I mean, I'm just letting y'all know I look good playing it. You know, I was really cool. And so shout out to the developers. This is a really cool way to take a spin on it. And you feel like you're an action hero because you're catching a gun, you're dodging the bullets, you're punching and spinning the gun. It's really, really cool. You got to check it out. It's out now for the Quest platform. It's really, really cool. So, yes, indeed. Once again, appreciate you guys getting through those two segments. Now, we told you guys our topic tonight is something that me and Joy have debated about, and we thought we were already in it. We thought, yeah, man, XR is at the place where we're about to begin to see some true competition, but with Android XR entering the fight, and Vision OS entering the fight, and Horizon OS entering the fight. Okay, I hope you guys are getting some thoughts here. You realize that we finally have three major players. We finally got Google, we finally have Apple, and we have Meta. We even have, in some cases, you got HTC, Xreal, Samsung, all these other companies, Pimax even coming in with some new stuff that they're doing. All these companies now coming in and converging right at the end of 2024, which means when we go into 2025, we're saying it. The XR war starts now.
Absolutely.
Now, Joy, I want your thoughts. I want your raw, honest thoughts. I want to go through each platform. It's just Apple, Meta, and the newcomer Google. We're not going to go do everything because we would not have time. But I really want to hear your raw thoughts of State of the Union address here. What is your thought after having the Vision Pro since February of 2024? Please tell me what your thoughts is about where Vision Pro is and where it could be heading.
Well, I absolutely love the new things that they implemented on Vision Pro as far as the different like videos and everything that they've had on it, and to show the quality and really showing what Vision Pro can do. I've been blown away by all of that. Now, I have been disappointed that there aren't that many experiences like that, but the ones that they do have, it blows your mind. So I'm excited to see what these developers are going to do once they really get into Vision Pro. It's going to be a contender. Like it's here, you know, but we just need more of those things to happen more often. And so that's why we haven't been able to fully say, hey, y'all, go and get this upwards of $3,500 device
Joy.
right now, because again, those experiences aren't as frequent as we would hope them to be. If you're comparing it to Meta, it's not even
It's not even close. We have a Mrs. Grey Wolf in the building.
Hey.
Shout out, what's good?
Hey,
We got the Tri Grey Wolf in the building. Yes, we do. And she said, good to
Hey.
see you guys enjoy. I had to put this one up because I absolutely agree. You
Aw.
look stunning as always. I tell her that.
Aw,
And I'm going to
thank you
continue
so
to tell her
much.
that. Even after this podcast. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
So anyway, now I want to give my address to Apple. Recently, I took the time to finally draft up an email and send an email to Tim Cook and Craig Federighi, some of the execs at Apple, and just to say, hey, listen, these are some things I feel like if we can just nail those down on Vision OS, it can really go to the next level. I didn't get a reply yet, so Apple, if you're listening to this, shout out to your boy, holla at your boy. But the reality is this: I love the Vision Pro. I was just talking to, shout out to Jose, the VR tech, talking to him for almost 2 hours prior to this podcast, where we were talking about the Vision Pro, and I'm just really excited about where it's about to go and where we're about to head with this platform. It's exciting to see that you have more developers now kind of finding their place with the Vision Pro. But what I really want to see more and more this year and next year with Vision OS 3.0, I want to see people be able to take it to the next level. I want them to open up the platform with more APIs. I want them to take content creation people seriously and allow us to record those persona calls, allow us to do more with the platform, because right now, currently, we just can't do a lot. Even if we wanted to showcase what the Vision Pro can do, it's very, very hard.
Very limited.
Why we don't get to cover it as much, like you were talking earlier. We don't get to talk about it as much because it's just not a lot going there. We get one new immersive experience every 2 or 3 weeks, and then that $30,000 camera might help with that maybe at some point. But I really want to see more from there, and the community is screaming for that. There's people out there really screaming for that, and so we love it. We bought it. We believe in it. We don't regret getting it, but we still, like Joy said, we still cannot tell anyone to go spend their hard-earned money on this absolutely yet.
We don't want you to go out and buy a brick and for it to just collect dust and everything like that. But it is great for if you're in meetings and if you're doing remote work and business, that to use those personas to be in those meetings, they are a lifesaver as well. So
it was worth it for that. It was worth it for that. Air Force One said, absolutely love the energy you two bring to VR in this form. How he cleaned it up.
Thank you.
I guess meant to say I love the energy that you both bring to VR. Man, hey, good claps. You get the good claps, Air Force One. We appreciate it. Look, we absolutely love this space more than people can ever imagine. We have dedicated our waking every day to be push the XR platform forward. So we really, really appreciate that. Okay, Joy, we've talked about Apple. Now we're gonna say Meta for last. Let's talk about the newbie, Android XR coming into the space. Tell me now, what is your thought process of what we need to see from them that's going to give them that competitive edge, or what we need to see from them that we haven't seen yet from other vendors?
Well, I know that you usually say that like Meta is for the gameplay and the gamers and Apple is for the productivity and getting work done. Well, I want to see if they can converge and bring those two together in one seamless device. I want to see if they can make that happen. So that's what I want.
Okay, I love that, and I'm a one up you there. I want to also see the same thing, but I do want to see developers get more access to the hardware. I want them to be able to have more camera access. I want them to not have to fight so hard to have support. I want Unity, Unreal, and so many of the system, which it seems like that's happening already behind the scenes for Android XR. And we also need those listen. Android apps, Google Play. I'm gonna say it. I'm get on my soapbox, but I'm gonna have Joe on the screen because she got to be guilty with me. All right, that's a killer app. Being able, when we had the Vision Pro and we got it, being able to run our iPad apps on the Vision Pro, even when they didn't have a Vision Pro game or experience or special version, was a game changer for us, because not only can we have our avatars or our personas show up in calls, we can also run Discord, different things like that. Not side loaded, but on side of everything else we got going on the space. And that's something that's majorly needed for the Meta platform. And I know Google's already coming out with that for Google Play on the device. We got a super chat from Air Force One. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much
for showing that love. Now, a lot like man says, so does your Vision Pro collect dust between immersive video drops? For me, personally, and I even think this is the same thing for Joy. No, we use it for various things. Like I said, business meetings. We do a lot of different. I actually use it as my relaxation device when I'm done with playing games and being social on there. This is like my solo chill, listen to music, play a few flat screen games on a major
Mhm.
huge screen with that beautiful screen that the Apple Vision Pro has. That's what I'm using it for. So that is that particular thing. Joy, do you have anything to add to that one?
Well, the reason why mine doesn't collect dust is because I have so many meetings. If I didn't have as many meetings as I do, then it probably would collect dust.
Well, shout out
But
to
I
Joy
mean,
with the meetings.
but yeah, it. Other than that, I mean, when they have beautiful experiences or videos and different things that drop, it is one to see, especially the fashion ones and everything. Oh my gosh, it is to like you have to see it. But is it worth that? Is it dropping so often that you need to go get it tomorrow? Absolutely not.
Yeah, and I love the follow up comes in. To be honest, I'm having zero problems with being productive in MetaQuest thanks to V72. Listen, this is what we're trying to tell people. The competition that Apple brought into the space to
Yep.
push that but we promise you,
Before,
we bought the Quest Pro
yeah.
day one. Let's not get into it. We're not gonna get into it. We bought the Quest Pro day one for $1,500. Two of them, okay? We
Yeah.
bought them and on the promise that we was going to use the Microsoft suite and we were going to have cloud access and we were going to be
None of that was available.
And it took till the Vision Pro came out to then put a little fire. Now I know they was working on it. I'm never gonna say
Yeah.
we love Meta over here. Y'all know that already. It's pretty evident we do. But that it was not pushed
It wasn't.
until they saw, okay, Vision Pro got
Pro
a really seamless way to connect. Now we have the same way with the Windows PC, with Windows 11, with the Quest. You saw the video. We put the video on the channel. If you haven't,
Yeah.
shame on you. Go check it out. We talk about V72, and I've seen some people just fall deeper in love with the multiple
With the
screens.
Quest. Yeah.
With the Quest. And that's great. I will say this though, and I'm going to stand on this soapbox until you've been in the Vision Pro to understand the multitasking capabilities while you record. It's
Yeah.
one thing on Quest to run 6 apps when you are trying to show running 6 apps. Try
And then
to
after
run.
it sounds like it's finna overheat and it's finna
It's
blow
about
up
to
on your face.
overheat to take out.
No.
For purposes of testing, if you go back and watch our Apple Vision Pro first month in review, you will see I had multiple games, multiple experiences open and recording the entire time without a hitch with my Persona Live and no problems. And that's something that it's a computer chip inside of it. Until we get something more professional there, we just won't see that. Miss Graywill says, have you ever taken your Vision Pro out in a while, etc., like coffee shops? Blah, 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 blah. No. So
No.
we in the South, ladies and gentlemen, if you did not know. So we will not be taking our Vision Pros in the Starbucks so someone can watch us with 2 Vision Pros and follow us home.
No.
But we will say this: have we taken it? Have we taken it on trips with us? Absolutely.
Yes.
One of our favorite trips this year was a break we took right before Techtober, right before Techtimber, and we went to the beach, we chilled, and we had a great time where we brought our Vision Pros, and at nighttime in our suite we was in, we put the Vision Pros on. She was in one side and I was on the other side, and we would watch movies, and it was
Immersive videos
Yeah.
together. It was really
and
cool.
it was magical, and it was great, and it was cool. Look, they laughing at us. She said, "Say less." Listen, yeah, you can't.
You have to know where you are, and
Look,
you're around. Not saying that we live in a bad area, and
not
nothing
at
like
all.
that.
Yeah, not at all.
But we don't
Yeah.
want to tempt nobody either.
Yeah, we don't. I wouldn't go outside with my Quest. Like I shout out to everyone. I want to say shout out to everyone who can shoot content out in their backyard and showing people, look, I'm playing mixed reality outside. I cannot do that. Someone's gonna be like, "What is he doing?" I might get shot. Just being honest.
Oh my God!
I don't want to.
We live in a bad area.
No, we don't. No, but okay. Let's keep it real. This is a very real podcast. A Quest controller. If I put, if I put my Quest controller into one of the haptic guns I have, and I'm outside playing spatial ops, someone's going to see me and go,
think you have
in our good neighborhood. Something's going on in a good neighborhood. Maybe if it was in a neighborhood that maybe they were like, I don't care. But here we would have someone say, police someone is
Yeah.
outside and it's gonna be weird. So
Yeah.
no,
We don't
not gonna
want to do that.
happen. Y'all go ahead and move to Cali. They're chill. Oh yeah, see in Cali, you
Oh
can do
yeah.
that.
You could,
We can
yeah.
walk around outside. It won't matter. But
Yeah.
we ain't doing that here. How's the field of view on Vision Pro compared to Quest 3? So field of view is a little bit smaller than the Quest 3, but it's not to the point to where you feel like you're closed in or batted in.
No.
And I have a modification on my Quest with the Anna Pro strap. It's like we could take the extra little mount piece off the part that's on your face, and you can have more field of view. So it's really really good there.
Yeah.
Uh, he always got to watch when you're dealing with
Watch.
hood.
He said 6.
Oh, watch your six when you're dealing with hood rage.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, you gotta be careful, man. You can't just be out here, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we don't live in a bad neighborhood. Nah, we
No,
live
we
in a
don't.
great place. We just gotta be smart with our stuff. But yeah, so
Yeah.
all right, so we was talking about Android. We got on a tangent.
I love
We,
this
I
podcast.
love it too. I love how real the audience is being tonight. Thank y'all for
Yes.
being. Y'all get the good claps. Good claps. Y'all get the good claps. All right. So the last one we're gonna talk about is definitely our favorite when we talk about it. We talk about this. It's the headset and the company that has put, I believe, the most work in to facilitate making VR a mass adoption thing. Going back to what Lion man said earlier, V72. The Quest is the most updated device I've ever owned in my
Oh
life.
yes.
The Quest 2 still getting updates, and it came out in 2020. This is 2024. We're going into 2025, and it's still getting updates. It's still getting
Yes.
games and applications. It's crazy to me. So shout out to Meta for the hard work they've been putting in. Joy, I would love to hear your thought process of where Meta has done this year and where you think they need to go next.
Meta has gone through leaps and bounds from when we first got that Quest 2 to now to the Quest 3 and then the Quest 3S. I am so excited to be a part of a community and stand behind a technology company that believes in their product to where they are revolutionizing and evolving everything
on.
that they're doing. And so shout out to Meta, and I am excited to see what they're going to do in response to Android XR. I want to see that.
Yeah, we saw that they released a spatial framework at Connect where you'll be able to launch 2D apps onto the Quest store. You can actually bring them in, and I don't understand. I don't know if I need to go to different people, like different companies, and say, please launch your app on the Quest. It's so easy now. I don't know what it's going to take, but we've been sideloading Android apps on Quest for the longest, and it's great. But I do believe that if they can partner with someone like Amazon or someone to bring their store onto the officially bring it
Officially.
on. I think that's going to be huge for the platform. I think there's still so much friction there. We got a chance to talk to Mark Rapskin at Connect, and that was a really great conversation. And one of the questions that me and Joy asked was, hey, we have a browser. Why don't we have the ability to just sideload? Even if you have to give a warning, hey, you're about to install an APK on your device. Are you okay with doing that? You're at your own risk. We should be able to do that now. The platform is mature now, but Horizon OS, I really believe, has a lot. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. I just saw on Reddit before even getting on the call today that there's a new kind of way that the each display or screen or app inside of when you're doing multitasking on Quest, they kind of made it like a more seamless look, like borderless look, so it doesn't have like that top bar and that bottom bar. It's more rounded, kind of very similar to Vision Pro. And I see them doing these little small steps to bring Horizon OS into its own, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do with other vendors. We've seen what they do at Quest. Now we need to see what they're going to do with other vendors, because that was something that Mark promised early last year, and we want to see what you guys are going to do with that. Like I said, I don't think I've ever bought a device that's improved so much in just 1 year like the Quest 3 has. Absolutely, once again, good claps
100%.
to Meta. Hair Force wants to say, I have not ditched my Quest 2. It has become my workout headset. See, that you smart. Okay, you smart. Workout has invested a lot of money into it, not to have it just sit unused. Quest 3 mainly for gaming now. Absolutely. Like, I don't think people realize Quest 2 is still kicking. My
Yeah,
Quest
still
2
kicking.
is still back there. Her Quest 2 is still back there. It still gets, I still pull it out, updated. Joy still updates hers. We don't believe in wasting technology here. And if the day come when I have to put the Quest 2 back on, even though my eyes is just gonna hurt just a little bit. Just a little bit, because I've gotten so used to Vision Pro or Quest 3S. I can't go back. I gotta have pancake
Yeah.
lenses. Pancake lenses is it for me. I cannot go back. So I can do Quest Pro. Quest 2 for me is like Fresnel lenses. I'm sorry, I just cannot do it anymore. So shout out to everybody who can rock it. That ain't me. BT said Metanisa simply simplify the boundary system. Opening YouTube app is annoying at times. They are working very hard on
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
I think we're gonna see more 2D application. We saw the Instagram app relaunch. We saw the Facebook app relaunch. You can run
Mhm.
YouTube now as a smaller bound, like a outside of VR application. I think we just need to see more people realizing that they can actually run Android apps, and like I say, Meta taking the time to work with partners to make
Yep.
that happen. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But
We gonna
man, we
see.
man that we got through it, Joy. That was a that was a lot. Shout out to y'all for sticking through all of our good chatter. This was a lot to take in today. I absolutely love it. So look, we're gonna end it right here because I'm excited, Joy. We're not gonna tell the people yet what we believe 2025 is gonna hold. We're gonna have to wait until
Yeah,
our
we gonna
first show in
of 2025.
2025. I cannot believe we're saying that, Joy.
I know. Oh my
25.
goodness.
Like my goodness. All right, but let's get to the final words here. So Joy, what you got to say to the people before we get out of here?
Well, as always, thank you all so much for rocking with us each and every time we do get them to the metaverse, and especially for the last one of 2024. But be sure to check us out in 2025 because we're going to continue this lit game going. So, Jay Dunn, any final words?
You know I got some final words. Listen, we appreciate you guys rocking with us all freaking year. Every episode
Yes.
of Get 'em to the Metaverse. This has been the best year for Get 'em to the Metaverse. You guys have been showing up and showing out, and we appreciate y'all so much. Listen, the XR war has started. It has begun, and we're going to take this thing into 2025 with the same energy and excitement that we had in 2024. You see you dancing, you see you getting it in. We about to go to 2025.
Hey.
I'm your friend. Check
Hey.
out your boy. Look
Okay.
at me do it. I'm about to go get some food. Go do it. I see Air Force One and Dame Live. Shout out to y'all for coming in all high. I'm gonna say bye to Alex and Miss Grey Wolf. Then I'm about to say, girl, let's get a book.
Oh,
All right, y'all.
my gosh.
It's your boy Jay Dunn. I'm out of practice, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
We will see y'all in 2025. See y'all
Bye, y'all.
next year.
Peace.
Peace.